Each exchange just sapping the energy from these things have just gone nuclear. More heads landing on the front lines now. And just like that, the scales are imbalanced.
I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks, no. Taking a flight to nowhere.
A brutal impact after taking a gigantic gamble like that. Oh, he dropped. Boom.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Oh, we're going to see it? There it is. Sure. Can she take much more? Maneuvers herself out. Drop kick. Senton hits the target. She dodges out of the way.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. Now with the cover.
That's gotta be it. Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point. And Bayley is all business now. Oh, that's right. How's that for a message? Oh, dropping down all their weight. Naomi finds her target with that one. Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer to recapturing the championship.
Pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Being placed in the corner here.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
Now positioned out of the top rope. And here we go. Championship's on the line.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenge. Great quickness. Let's roll through. Into the pin. Great combination. I gotta tell you, I thought she was done there.
And able to beat Bayley to the punch. Ooh. Boom! What a forearm. Power drop kick. And now headed to the outside. And now thrown back into the ring. Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Oh, drop kick. Bayley combats out of that. Just like that, she turned it around. With the counter. Drop kick on target.
And she's set right into that corner. Bayley is some athlete.
One-legged moonsault.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this. Boom! Rear view. Connecting. The challenger comes up to the cover.
Now we get it. We have a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready.
Guys, this is going to be a great 2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys. On the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it
And here they come.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
What a nasty body block.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Papa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Taken down with a body slam.
All the way up. Sidewalk slam delivered.
Looks like that really got him there.
Yeah, this is the hostility Devon Dudley wanted to bring.
Sika turns that around.
Oh, a headbutt right to the shoulder.
That's using your noggin.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Agonizing. Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. He quickly slides into the ring. Picked up and being carried around now. No. Powerbomb to the apron. And we can talk about how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the king of TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to the table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand.
Has to find a way out of this.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
Oh, point of the elbow finds the mark. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the...
Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha.
From the very moment he arrived as the...
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness, Melo had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected...
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Sharp words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
And both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure.
And Sikoa said... Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo...
Oh no, getting in position.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Going to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
But there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
Ooh, stiff punch.
These two trading one blow after another.
Oh! So much pride, so much resiliency on display. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Oh, ouch!
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Ooh! Ooh!
What impressive determination from both competitors. Keeping at each fist after fist. Neither one relenting here. Oh, that shot will give you the upper hand.
Oh, scoreboard! Shoulders up here!
The referee doing their job. See him clearly in the ropes.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not getting either? This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo is regretting the attack on Wes Lee earlier tonight?
Hayes regrets nothing. Don't you dare second-guess the A-Champ, Saxton.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Gets lifted into position.
Slips out the back door and a chop block. Ooh! Oh, what a clothesline. And gentlemen, we may be moments away from the Street Champ becoming the North American Champ.
Sent right into the corner. Using the elbow as a weapon. You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion. Big uppercut rocks the jaw. Trick.
Is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your... winding up. There's a Samoan spike.
Makes a cover. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Guys, I thought we were getting a new champion there. Well, we might see a new champ here tonight.
Don't put the cart...
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them. Melo is in...
The bear hug cinched in. Gotta find a way out and catch your breath.
Look at this. No quit whatsoever. Raining down elbows and escaping the bear hug.
And Carmelo gets stifled.
Oh, the face has been planted.
Great flurry of offense from Solo.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point. Winding up.
Samoan spike.
A challenge for the a path to the title. What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and
I ain't doing this one.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal.
It's been interesting watching Reigns. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Oh, God.
Hoist it up high here.
Oh, the hell of a slam.
Caught in a bad spot.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Catches the kick.
Powerbomb position.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face. Sling blade.
Oh, my God.
Going up. Uh-oh. Throwing down punches and counters out.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago. Up high.
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
That didn't look good at all. A ringside doctor's on hand if needed. The barricade. Oh, hello.
You saw that one come.
Oh, man.
Setting up for something here.
Big powerbomb. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make a Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Powerbomb position.
Going down, punches and counters out. Gets out of the way of that one.
Rollins just a step too slow. Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Has the champ pinned. Is this it? He gets the kick out after the one.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
So much damage inflicted. Look at the gut by Rollins. Up high. The stomp.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
For the title.
And the glory.
Into the cover. No, he beats the count.
The title still hanging in the balance.
Resilience of a champion on display.
Now, guys, on most nights, Rollins would have just ended this, but not tonight.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp.
Fire with a straight shot there. Answering back. Boom! The fight is on, and it's furious.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Who will break first? That is the question. Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the tribal chief. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Oh, right to the throat.
Ooh.
Lift it up. What's next? Still fighting back. Look at him go.
That is how a true champion defends their title.
Totally helpless at the moment. Turning the tables.
The tribal chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PRE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. And the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown. Reigns, the guillotine cinched in. This one could be over.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
Sent into the corner. Oh, he saw it coming. Up with the elbow.
Here we go. It's popping off.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Oof. They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
Absolutely laid Rollins.
What a spear by Reigns. The champ is in control.
The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine choke.
This is grueling.
It was a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it. Maybe time to
This one's for everything.
He did it! Rollins wins the title!
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
Seth freaking Rollins is your new freaking champion. After 516 days, the historic reign for Roman is over.
And Reigns may never recover from this moment. Seth got in his head and it caught.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago.
Wrestling him down.
It's cinched in. This could be over.
Michael, I think
Looking to free the arm and does just that. Put in the corner now.
clothesline in the corner.
And an elbow for good measure.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Wicked clothesline.
Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Not looking good. In this position, Reigns establishing the upper hand.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear. Oh, man, right to the esophagus.
Seth losing any command of this match.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
And his body is still the focus of the attack.
Oh, man.
Oh, this, what a headbutt.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof. Schoolboy into the pin. Rope break, too close to the ropes.
The visionary allowing us all to appreciate his very presence.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move.
Haymaker after haymaker. Oh.
slugging away with everything they've got. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof.
Reigns with a Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Reigns hits it. This might be it. The champ might keep it here.
Foot, meet face.
Reigns hits it. Champ. Close to ending it here.
Calculating the next move here.
The champ with the pin.
And still in this.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He had...
And here's
Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
Oh, and Rollins. Here comes Seth. Sling blade. Rollins in cover to be crowned champion. And the count stopped short of 2.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Being carried around now. Great escape there. Boom to the back of the knee. Placing him in the corner here. Versatility from Rollins. Manages to reverse it.
Nasty right hand. Vicious enziguri.
Rollins is feeding off the WWE Universe.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here. These superstars are ready to take this fight wherever it wants to go, even right into the announcer's area.
Tossed back into the ring.
Oh, right to the side of the face.
Caught the legs.
And now placed in the corner.
One step ahead there.
Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
Shoulders down.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your... The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team.
And gentlemen, it is time for one more.